Hey guys, it's Vi. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you've been here, hi, hello, and welcome to my channel once again. So as you can see, there's a build taking place, and you may say, but Vi, it looks like it's only half a house, and I have no idea what's going on. So here's the situation. I have had the opportunity to do a collab build with the amazing builder Simproved. If you haven't seen any of her stuff, I'm telling you, you've got to check it out, folks. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. You can watch her half of this build and go watch some of her other videos. She's an amazing builder. So like I was saying, it's only half a house. That's because we're doing the 50-50 build challenge. She did the left-hand side of this build, 50%, and I am tasked with doing the other half, the other 50%, the right-hand side of this lot right here. So we did this build here in Windmills, but you can actually place it anywhere that you want. It's a 30 by 40 or 40 by 30, however you want to say it. It is a Tudor style home, if you could not see from the pictures. The thing that was the biggest challenge for me right here is that I have never done anything like this in my life. This is my absolute first collab for starters. And second, if anybody has watched my channel before, you have noticed that I have only uploaded one other full house build, and it wasn't even the full house. It was the outside and nothing on the inside. My other builds consist of simply just a room and that's it. I have never actually finished inside and outside of a house build on my YouTube channel at all. It was a crazy experience, crazy as crazy awesome, trying to keep the whole integrity of the build that she did on the left hand side and carry it on to the other side of the house. So when she approached and said, hey, you still want to do a collab build with me? I thought, okay, yes, I'm totally game for this. I have no idea what she's going to throw at me. This was a complete surprise when she had it uploaded and showed me what she had done. I was in complete awe and absolutely fangirled over her half. I had a lot of trepidation because, like I said in the past, my builds have consisted of just a shell or a couple rooms. I've never actually finished, and this build was requiring that I literally finish the house, the full right hand side, inside, outside, all the decoratings on the outside, everything. I am not a very random person, and so I have a hard time, if it's on the right, it needs to be on the left. But with this build, especially that it was a collaboration build, and she had built half of it, I didn't want to do like a mirror image of her stuff. I wanted it to be as much my build as it was her build. Yes, I carried over the colors and the paints and the ideas, but I really wanted it to be half my build, literally. So I worked really hard, like I said, trying to keep the integrity of what she had done and the ideas and everything, and tried to translate it over to my side. I did have issues with the roofing. As you can see, it's kind of going a little bit slow, and I try over and over and over again. I am a auto roof person from Sims 3. Auto roofs was my life, and I'm still learning how to manipulate these roofs. In all honesty, I had to fiddle quite a bit to figure out how to make them rounded instead of the standard. When I do my roofing, let's be honest, I use it the way it is, so I just plunk it on there and I call it a day. And so trying to match what Simproved had done was a struggle for me, trying to figure out how did she get, the roofs to be that way, and I needed them to mesh well with the rest of the build, obviously. And I don't know, for anyone who's tried to put roofing on a full house, try do roofing on half a house. That's kind of, it's a challenge right there. It's interesting. But anyways, I had an absolute blast doing this build. It made me completely go outside of my comfort zone. I have never attempted to build a Tudor style anything ever since the Get Together stuff pack, or the Get Together expansion, came out. I have always been admiring all these cute little cottages and Tudor style homes that EA has created, and then I've seen other creations and I thought, oh my gosh, those are so awesome. So when I saw this build that Simproved had uploaded for me to finish the other half of a Tudor manor, I was absolutely ecstatic. And so I don't know, it was super fun trying to figure this out. Now, when I build, a lot of times I'm very simplistic, but I am also very detail oriented, and that actually it translated over very well because Simproved, if you have seen any of her builds, she usually likes to go for clutter, and so in all honesty, this build was really low on clutter for her, which was helpful because I'm somewhere in between. I don't overly clutter, but I don't like sparse and barren. I want it to be as lived in as possible. I have seen this idea with the climbing vines many, many times, and I thought it was super awesome. And since she had done it on her side, I figured it needed to translate a little over to the right-hand side of the build as well. So when we get to, well, we are actually in the outside. We're not going to get to it. We're doing it right now. We're doing the outside. When I do any building, I usually do it drifter style, and anyone who plays the drifter challenge will make sense. You don't typically spend a lot of money on outdoorsy things or any of this non-necessities, so having to come up with a style to landscape was totally out of my comfort zone. Like I was saying, if it's on the right hand side, it needs to be on the left hand side a lot of times for me. So trying to be sporadic and add, you know, rocks not perfectly in a line and try to do things like this is not something that comes easy for me. Landscaping is difficult, but I actually had a lot of fun doing all of the landscaping out here. I tried to stay true to the colors that she picked, so I did a lot of using that eyedropper tool. If you haven't used it, you need to use it because it makes things so much easier. And I used that a lot in this build for windows and wallpapers and everything, just to keep everything standard, you know, the right colors and the right styles. I noticed that she didn't go crazy with all the different colors. She kind of stuck to, you know, a small palette of different colors in the build. We have the lavender, we had the white flowers and grass and things like that. So when I was doing all of my landscaping out here, I also stuck to that idea and didn't go crazy with the colors, even though which one is it? Romantic Garden stuff, it came with amazing flowers and things like that, but I had to keep it toned down, and that's okay. Speaking of the Romantic Garden stuff pack, so it came with a bunch of different flowers and stuff, and it came with different fountains and things, and I really debated using some of them. But one thing that I have always wanted to do, and I've never attempted it actually, is to make like a realistic looking pond feature. So I figured that it would go absolutely stunning with this build just because I thought it would be so fitting, and I had to try it. I just really wanted to try it. So I got building, and this one actually came together very well. I was having kind of these, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm living up to what it's supposed to be like, and I was kind of panicking because, like I said, you know, I don't finish builds typically, and tutor style is not something I had ever done, ever. And so when I did this water feature, this pond out here, this one, I don't know, there was something about it that was, I don't know, kind of relaxing and calming to put together. And I don't know, I think that whole calming vibe actually came out in my pond itself. You know, when I look at it, it's a very calming spot. It's a very nice piece, and I was debating at one point to put in a pool, but I figured instead if I made this realistic looking pond kind of thing, it would actually be their pool instead. And I thought, you know, that kills two birds with one stone. I'm not wasting a lot of space, and I thought it just kind of looked really nice. I mean, the pools are a nice addition, but I really like being able to turn it into this kind of setting. It's very, I don't know, zen? I don't know, is that even a word you would say for that? I'm not sure. But anyways, I was extremely proud of this realistic looking pond swimming pool area. And as you notice, it is very random. None of it is like mirror images of itself. Nothing is, you know, grass patch here, grass patch there. And honestly, this is the only spot that I actually went and changed the foliage that Simproved used. So back in the corner, I actually put this tall beach grass, pampas grass, whatever you want to call it, and that's the only piece of foliage outside that is not in any other place in this build at all. So I don't know, I thought it was very fitting to put it there. That's why it's there. Now I did do play testing, and they can get in and out of that pond pool area. There's a little spot across from the spitting fish that they can actually get into, and I debated and I tried a couple different colors actually, and I wanted to go with the more natural dark pond murky water. It actually looked better. At first I thought I wanted it to be very expensive looking, and like I said, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for a realistic look or not, but in all honesty I really like how that water feature turned out. I think that's like my pride and joy with this house. I am so proud of that. So you should tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Have you ever tried to build anything like that? Have you ever made a realistic pond or pool or something that was unique? That's the first time I've really used that, I don't know, what is that, the custom pool tool? Where you can, it's not just, you know, a box or a circle. I don't know, it was kind of fun. I love getting the little edges and stuff, but here we are working on the front, and we're still trying to be very random and sporadic with all of our plants and stuff, because I really wanted to make it look, like I said, I don't want to make it look like hers, but this is a 50-50 build, and it's not like she did one building and I did another building. It's literally a house that was split down the middle, so I wanted everything that she had done to tie into what I was doing, and so that was part of the main challenge of this, was trying to keep everything looking like it belonged, color-wise, style-wise, idea-wise. I look to her things a lot for inspiration, and speaking of looking to her things for inspiration, she is an amazing builder, and I'm not saying that just to butter her up or any of that. Honestly, her stuff is fantastic. She actually inspires me to build. I am not usually a builder. I do the drifter challenge and I do casts every once in a while, but gameplay is my thing. The building is fun, but it's never been a passion really, and it's fun for me to dabble in, but she makes me want to build. She inspires me to build, and so it was an absolute pleasure and an honor to work with her on this project. It has made me feel like I want to do more building and actually finish my builds. I have tons and tons in my library of these houses that are just shells or a couple rooms that could be put together, and I don't know, it's been amazing and it's been super fun. If you guys haven't done any collaborations with anyone, I highly recommend it. This was the first collaboration, like I said, the first collab I have ever done, and it was so much fun. Trying to copy, or not copy, I guess copy is kind of a bad word, but for lack of better words, it was really fun and really challenging trying to copy a style and continue it through literally 50% of a lot. It is an awesome way to build, and it kind of pulls you out of your comfort zone, and it makes you try new things, because, you know, especially if you have a builder like Simproved, or, you know, anyone else who's a very experienced builder and they know what they're doing and they get their build done super fast, and you don't know how they do these certain things. When you get a build like this, you can see how they actually crafted it, and I learned so much through this build. I really did. When it came to the interior, I was left with the right wing of the house, and I didn't know what to add. Now on her side, it is a 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and it's got a kitchen. And so I figured we needed a living area space, and I thought it'd be nice to throw in a 3rd bedroom, like a master bedroom, with their own bathroom. So that idea itself came really quick to me, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do that. But the space was a lot bigger than anything I'd ever really had to build before, so my empty space, because usually, you know, in all honesty, the houses that I build, they're drifter style, and so a lot of times it is a, you know, small, I don't know, 3-bedroom home, and it's a 1-story and that kind of stuff, and it's probably about the same size or maybe even smaller of what I built, but I had to make this livable in this entire manor. So we have the master bedroom, and I thought it'd be neat to put the master bedroom on the opposite side, because anybody who has kids, it's kind of nice to have the master wing on one side and have your kids' bedrooms on the other. I don't know, it's just kind of nice. And I thought, perfect, you know, upstairs we'll put bedrooms, because the other bedrooms, the other 2 bedrooms that Simproved added, are on the top floor. So I figured master bedroom and their own private bathroom on the top floor would be perfect. And so that's what I did. I did put closet, and originally I had put the closet facing in to the bedroom, but as you can see, right now it is facing into the bathroom, and I don't know if I've actually ever seen anybody add a closet from the Get Together expansion pack. I don't think I have seen anybody add a closet into the bathroom, but I kind of thought it was nice to do that. Originally I thought that entire upstairs, I was gonna have to figure out how to make, you know, like the private bathroom and kind of make an ensuite, and I don't know. I like what I ended up doing because I put together this really awesome, well, I think it's awesome, how I added the stuff onto the fireplace. I made it look like a taller fireplace. The game doesn't give us very many options and for fireplaces, and there's no, gosh, I don't know how to describe this, but like they're all really short, and I had taller walls here, and so I don't know. I used pillars, and I changed the background color of the wallpaper. I don't know. We're gonna end up going back into the master bedroom, so if you haven't got a chance to see it, I know because it's already passed and I'm doing something else, make sure you check it out. I would love feedback on that. Have you ever done anything like that? See, it's got 2 pillars on the sides, and I changed the wallpaper so it makes it look like it's a taller fireplace. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with that. So obviously we are back in the master bedroom, and we had this empty space, and I wasn't going to leave it blank. And so I thought it'd be nice to have like a little reading nook of sorts. You know, you can read your books. I had this little corner that was the pillars on the outside, and I threw a bookcase in there, and I gave them a nice little fireplace there that they could use just to hang out and, I don't know, have a chit chat. I love how it all turned out in here. The master bedroom is super awesome. I would love to have a master bedroom like this myself. So I know that I'm going to be talking about something that we're not staring at the moment. Outside on the landing upstairs was probably, funnily enough, the most difficult for me to figure out. I think I visited at least 2 or 3 different times during the building process to try to fiddle with it, to try to make it look good, because I'm just not satisfied with how it turns out. Well, I'm satisfied at the very end, but I kept messing with it because it was, this right here is just a blank space, and I didn't know what to do with it. So this is how it is at the very end, and I do like how it ends, but I think I was here like 2 or 3 different times, and it's such a small little area for me, and I don't know why I struggled so much with it. I think if we had more options for paintings and stuff, it may not have been so difficult. I think that might have been like the major problem for me. So in this master bedroom, once again, we're visiting this again because I figured out what to do on the outside out there. But I wanted to put in a vanity. Now the game doesn't really have vanities for us, so I had to come up with one. Now I did this in a build a very, very, very long time ago, something very similar to this, and I had sinks installed and other things, and it was kind of a cool feature. And I thought it'd be nice to transfer that idea to this one. So as you can see, she's got a custom, he, she, they, whoever lives here, they're gonna have a custom vanity, and I actually really, really like this vanity there. I did try to substitute the counters in, and it just lost the feel. So this is Tudor style, and I thought that when I put the counters in, it instantly made it more modern, and that's not what I wanted. So we went right back to the little ottoman cushion and this little accent table. So when I was recording this, all of the building process, it was over the Easter week, or the Easter week, Easter weekend. And so it literally took me, I don't know, I want to say there was about 15 to 20 different small snippets of videos that I had to put all together. So if there's any point in time where these videos, if they are not lining up exactly right with what's been done just a second ago, I don't know, I'm talking like camera angles, that's probably why. Because, like I said, 15 to 20 different videos over the week. We had company, and so I didn't want to just, you know, hermit and play Sims the whole time. So anytime things were happening, I would just kind of come in and record just a few minutes. So The master bedroom is done, and it's fantastic. I love how it all turned out. I know I'm probably tooting my horn too much and I say I love, but honestly, I really do love this build. I am super, super proud of it. I want to give a big shout out and thank you so much to Simproved for giving me the opportunity to do a collab build with her. And for, you know, making me step outside of the box as much as I did, because this entire build felt like amazing. I feel so proud of this, and honestly, Simproved, if you are watching, I hope that you feel as proud about your build, our build, as I do, because I don't know, I think it all came together wonderfully and it looks legitimate, like one person built the house, like it all goes together, and I'm really, really excited. Yay! So, okay, back to what's going on the screen. We have the sauna hot tub, well, not hot tub, the sauna room that I'm putting in here. And I love how this turned out. So this manor is called MOONSIGHT Manor, and I thought these two rugs, the black and white round rugs together, kind of looked like a lunar eclipse, sort of, and I thought, oh, that is just so fitting for this build. But anyways, that is the sauna room, and I thought that it would be nice to put a little bit of privacy for them. So all along that section of wall there with all of the windows that you can see into the sauna, I actually went ahead and put curtains. So right now you're probably confused about what I'm doing, but in every single one of these nooks and crannies, these crevices that we have used as, you know, like decorative pillars, etc., I went ahead and filled them in with black flooring and black wallpaper. In my builds, I typically I don't know, I usually use some sort of wallpaper or something to block them off. I'm really not a fan of the, I don't know, what do you call it, cement look, the drywall. I don't like it. It feels too unfinished for me. So I was just going through and making them with black flooring and black walls just to kind of finish it off a little bit so it's not as glaringly obvious that it has drywall on it. But this is the very last room of the build that I put together. It's kind of the living room entertainment area. I put a place, I can't remember which one came with all those little drink mats. I think that was Spa Day game pack. So there's a little tray for your drinks there. They've got their TV, and I don't know, I love how this turned out. Of course, I'm saying I love it again because I do. It's just all finished and so nice, and my favorite feature actually is this vase with 3 green flowers in it. I enlarged it to make it a little bit bigger, and I thought that it tied in the green all through the house, etc. But anyways, folks, this is MOONSIGHT Manor. I just have a few bits of footage of the house itself. This is both sides, the entire thing put together. I'm going to leave links in the description that go to Simproved's channel, her build video of this, and where you guys can download the entire lot finished the way that you see it right now. Thank you so much for watching this speed build video. It was my very first collab, and thank you so much Simproved for asking and for doing a collab with me. I thoroughly enjoyed this entire build process. It was fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you next time. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.